Okay. If I can remember how to stream. It has been too long. I don't remember what I was doing, or where I've been, but I remember I have a lot to do.
Whoa.
Should probably play the new one, considering the fact I spent like $100 on it. But, whatever. Real quick. Alright, you don't have anything. You do. Oh, good. Not that. Pay no attention. I stole this boat. It's really not really mine. Excuse you. Yeah, I don't need this. Why would you keep a giant flaming thing of... excuse me, Mr. Hippo. I am busy. Stop it. Stop that. Look, Hippo. Hippo. Are they alive? How the fuck are they alive? They should be dead. They should be, like, very dead. Oh. Damn it, I sunk the boat. Okay, well that was a clusterfuck. Okay, so my whole point of doing that was to steal something. And, I sunk the boat. No. Okay. Well, whatever. Well, I'm glad you remembered your login. I actually had to do the same thing with Uplay. Because Uplay used an old email that I don't use anymore, so I had to remember my email for Uplay. And then I had to remember the password for the email, because Uplay demanded that I change my password. And then once I did that, I had to change the new email. And I just remembered I hate Uplay. Pay no attention to me, citizens. Ow. Wait, what? Excuse me, where did you come from? See if I can remember how to play this game, because I don't recall. I do not recall how to play this game.
We cannot fail our mission.
Okay. I don't remember how to play. I don't remember how to deal with these enemies. It's been way too long.
Time is up. Shield me. We cannot fail our mission.
Ow. Okay, I remember there used to be a dodge button, I think. Okay, yes, there was a dodge button.
How to get to the others?
Okay, there is a dodge button. Okay. I have remembered that there was in fact a dodge button that I was supposed to be using. This is the problem when you play like 50 hours of a game, but you actually haven't gone anywhere in the main story. So... I've been doing like all of the side missions in like everywhere. But in terms of actually like doing the story, I haven't really done very much. I still have to do this one, which is like the first level of the, this is like a level 10 mission. I'm like level 34. I actually haven't yet gotten the blade yet. So like one of the things in this game, if I remember correctly, is you're supposed to take like the main storyline where you learn to like be an assassin and kill people. Except, I've basically, had how do I put this? I basically ignored all that and decided it would be much better just to do all of the side things because, I don't know, I like sandbox games. Sandbox games appeal to me because I like big open areas with nothing to do in them, basically. Yeah, I'm sure these will never go extinct. Sure, these will never go extinct, so I don't have to feel bad. Is that a dead hippo, or no, that's alive? Okay. Oh god, it's on fire. Alright, now that we've done that. Hieroglyphs, is that a good ing or a bad ing? I was going somewhere, wasn't I? I can't tell if that's a good, like a good sound or a bad sound. 4 fire. Why is that not like a D&D monster? You think like a fire hippo would be a pretty awesome D&D monster. Okay, how do I... I'm having to relearn all of the controls in like a level 50 area, or a level 30 area. This is not what I should be doing. I mean, if I was smart, I would play the game that I spent like $100 on. But I'm stupid, so I decided not to do that, because I have this one that I haven't finished yet. Oh wait, I have these. What am I doing? The fuck? Okay. So one other weird thing I decided to do, because I'm an idiot, I realized that my 360 controller was kind of bad, let's just say. Yes, I did know that. Romans 100% used fire pigs, among other things. They used to coat them in oil and throw them at the enemy, mostly to get rid of, horses and other things, especially elephants. Believe it or not, I actually get... And this is hard to believe, but, oh, that's nice. Believe it or not, I actually got my, my degree in ancient history, specifically Roman history, so... This game is sort of right up my alley in terms of the kinds of things that I know about the era and whatnot. Although I preferred the later, slightly later or earlier periods, I guess would be a better way to put it. I find the 3rd century to be incredibly interesting. 3rd century is interesting to me, mostly because it's a clusterfuck. But I also find the Republic area interesting, also because it's a clusterfuck. I find it eras where everything goes horribly wrong to be an interesting, interesting time period for me. Yeah, that's where I was. There's like nothing up here, so I should probably just do it and get it out of the way so I never have to go back. I think the only thing that turned me off from this game originally was, like, the main selling point is Egypt, but then you're not playing as somebody at the point where Egypt was like a major power player. You're playing in Egypt during the time when the Romans show up. Which I guess makes sense, because Antony and Cleopatra and all of them are way more interesting than most of the super early Egyptian period. Because a lot of the early Egyptian period is not very interesting, and the rest of it is... What's the word I'm looking for? The fuck? Why did you... Thanks a lot, Camel. What's the word I'm looking for? Offensive? Maybe? A lot of ancient Egypt is real boring. There are good parts of ancient Egypt, but there's a whole lot of dynasties where literally nothing happens. It's a lot of doing nothing. Like, there's individual periods where a whole lot of stuff happens, and then there's a whole lot of periods where nothing happens. Hatshepsut, you have to remember, Hatshepsut and Ramses are like and Tutankhamun are all very close together. That's a very specific. They all take place within, I think, like within the same 50 to 100 years, because it goes Hatshepsut, and then Hatshepsut dies, and then somebody else takes the throne, and then Tutankhamun takes the throne, and then he's killed, and then somebody else takes the throne, and then Ramses takes the throne, like suit after that.
Keep the neb safe.
But that's like a very short period in time. There's also the period around Akhenaten, which is a really cool period, because Akhenaten's a crazy motherfucker. But then again, Akhenaten's also right before Hatshepsut. So it's not like... Ow. I don't know the dodge button. So as well as it, like when you think about, say, like, the... Like, nobody gives a shit about the early, Okay, I need to, like, not die here. Okay. Look, I need to, like, kill you. Okay. Let's kill you. Okay. So I can get back on track of what I was talking about. So, like, no one gives a shit about the Old Kingdom. Like, no one cares about the Old Kingdom. Old Kingdom Egypt is before all the stuff everyone cares about. It's before unification of Egypt, it's before... Akhenaten's right before Tut? Okay. So yeah, Akhenaten, then Tut, and then after Tut's Ramses? Or is it Hatshepsut? They're all really close together. I was very terrible at remembering the lists. The pharaonic lists. There was a time when I could recall, like, all of the pharaohs in relative order, because I had to, for a class I took, but there's a lot of boring parts of Egypt. Like, the unification's interesting, and the first intermediary period's kind of interesting. But the Old Kingdom is one of those places where, like, nothing really happens, and the only people who really like it are people who like archaeology. And I was never much of an archaeologist, so archaeology never really appealed to me, so looking at things like bowls and broken pottery was sort of, not my thing, let's just say. Could totally kill you. He's like, oh, shit, somebody... You die? Okay, he died. Somehow, that didn't alert anybody. Out of ammo. Fuck. Okay, well. I don't know. The old if you ask people, like most people, and they went, you know, you talk about the things about that they like about ancient Egypt. Most of them talk about things that happened like way later in Egypt's history. Like, there's a lot of time in ancient Egypt where there's not much going on. Which is probably a good thing for the civilization. It's just not very interesting if you're interested in like wars or battles or something. And so there's not a whole lot of Egyptian history that you could make a game about, basically. Like, there's not a whole lot of Egyptian history that you would sit down and go, okay, this was so interesting that I would want to make a video game about it. That's not to say there's not interesting parts of Egyptian history. It's just when people think of Egypt, they think of, like, the late kingdom. They think of pyramids and building. They think of, like great armies and things like that. And most of that happens much, much later than, like, contemporary Egyptian history. Most of that stuff happens later, I would say. If you didn't pick this period, the only period that I would say that would be interesting enough to, like, make a game about would be, like, the time period of, like, Akhenaten, where he's going out of his mind and doing really stupid things. Like, trying to take the whole country into monotheism and then deciding it was a grand old idea to move your capital into the middle of a desert before it was built. No, come back. Come back. They let you out. You're not supposed to run away. Where are you going? Where the fuck are you going? Like, maybe you could do, like, a game about Ramses. Would be kind of fun. But the problem is that Ramses is contemporaneous with, fuck. Where are you? You know what? Fuck it. I don't care. You know what? You run away. You got away. You're free. Be free. Like, you would do Ramses, but Ramses is contemporaneous with the like, leaving Israel, or the Jews leaving Egypt. And so it'd be kind of hard to make a game about that time period, because it would be, what's the word? Not everybody would be totally down with making a time period, or a game about that period. So it's just a lot easier if you do it much later, I would say. Although it's a real interesting period, but... Like, Akhenaten would be a dangerous game just because Akhenaten's completely out of his mind. Like, Akhenaten's one of those guys who's, like, pretty sure Akhenaten's one of those guys who's just... He's so crazy you would never believe that he's a real person. Because you wouldn't think any real person would decide to do something like that, but that's exactly what he did. Come back.
Join the dead. Mine now.
Damn it. Stop. Stop it. There we go. I mean, Akhenaten's pretty interesting. I would probably make, like, if you had to pick another time to make a game about it, it'd be kind of cool to do something about him and Hatshepsut, but if you're talking, like, you want to make a game about... Like, Egyptian history is one of those things where the things that you would make a game about, like you said, I want to make a game about Egypt, and you were trying to appeal, like, to people who knew nothing about Egyptian history, like, if you want to talk about, like, the only thing about... Like, all the stuff that happens in Egyptian history is stuff that... No, like, all the stuff is later. It all happens... Like, all the interesting stuff, like, that you would, like, want to interact with, it's roughly this period, but that's the same period the Romans show up. So it's not like it's contemporaneous with anything going on in Egypt. Egypt is like a dying state by the time the Romans show up. I mean, it exists, but it's not really doing anything the same way all the other powers around it are doing things. In terms of how he came up with the idea, it's actually not as crazy as you think. I mean, it sounds super crazy because it... what? I'm in combat, but I don't see anything, so... Okay, now I'm not in combat, okay. Anyway, it's not as crazy as you think. Or it seems like it, because even though they're monotheistic, it was totally normal for pharaohs to pick individual deities. For a while it was Set, and then after Set it becomes Horus. For a while, that's where the Set animal comes from, and a lot of funerary monuments. Does the dying state before the Greeks show up? Yeah, it's true. Yeah, that's also true. Egypt's history is a lot of, and then this guy shows up, and then this guy shows up, and then this guy shows up, for like 300 years. It's Alexander the Great, and then Alexander the Great dies, and then Ptolemy shows up, and then that incest state exists for a while, and then everything else. But anyway, Akhenaten's whole thing is that it was totally normal for cities and pharaohs to worship individuals. To worship individual deities, specifically. What makes Akhenaten crazy is that Akhenaten decides to make everybody else do the same thing. So the thing that makes Adnan like completely out of his mind is he's like, well, I know the entire empire revolves around money that comes from like, you know, all of these temples and all these other things and all of this priesthoods, and I know my entire empire's stability and organization relies on all of this, but let's just throw all of that out the window and move my capital into the middle of a desert on a whim, and then basically stay out there until I die. And then as soon as he dies, everyone just goes, well, that was stupid, and move it all back to the, move it all right back to where it was before. Akhenaten's one of those guys who's like, I'm gonna change everything, and everyone just goes along with it because he's the pharaoh, but, you know, just because he's the pharaoh doesn't mean everyone else wants to go along with it. And as soon as he dies, they're just like, that was interesting. Well, that was fun. That was nice. Let's go back to whatever else we were doing before.
They will attack on sight here.
Well, no shit. It's a... What do you mean they will? Of course they will attack on sight.
Mine!
I'm not exactly stealthy, so... I know there's a guy over here, but apparently he didn't notice the fact that I just murdered his friend. I think I'd wear a mask. The period about Alexander the Great would be interesting, except for the fact that Alexander the Great is basically like a guy who's actually out of his mind a little bit, and then as soon as after he's out of his mind, he's like, I'm gonna conquer, I'm just gonna keep marching west, or east, until I find something. And then he just doesn't find anything. Ow, fuck off. He just keeps marching, finds India, and goes, well, I guess there's a lot of stuff here, and then his guys are like, oh, yeah, we've been marching for 1,000 miles. We're not gonna keep marching. This is a bad plan. This is a royally bad plan. God damn it, I hate these guys. I forgot that these guys exist. Because these guys are dicks. Like, these guys are major dicks. Because they have stealth, and they tend to smoke bomb you and then just stab you in the face. Wait, there was a dude there? I didn't even know there was a dude there. Ow, fuck off. Stop running away, you asshole. Oh, yelling again? I'm sorry. Oh, you have my yelling, although I'm not really yelling. Oh. Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop that. This is what happens when you don't play the game after like playing for 50 hours and forgetting all about how to play the game. Sir, you're not supposed to be on fire. Stop that. Okay. Now that I've murdered everybody because I'm the least stealthy assassin known to man. Oh good, loot. Just what I've always wanted. More loot. Pick up a bunch of useless stuff I don't need. The problem is I'm like in a part of the game where I'm not supposed to be because I haven't gotten this far in the story yet. So like they're talking about things that relate to events in the game that have not even near come to pass. Sir, you're not supposed to be on fire. Being on fire is a violation of the fire code. You need to stop that. That looks like loot. I like loot. What is this? Fine, I'll pick up your terrible oil. What's this? That's the same thing I already read. Why did you pick... Anyway, I should be playing the newest game, because I have it. And I bought it. But I usually am very wary about new games. Mostly because, new games tend to have, like, day one patches at this point. So... I kind of figured I'd wait a couple days until they, you know... Until they use the fan base as the, what do you call it? The, QA testers. Yep, that's the ocean, alright. Real glad we need to synchronize this area. Yep, there's some water, and some water, and some water. Yeah, I really felt like this was... The fuck is a day one patch? Okay, so... In gaming, there's a whole lot of this problem of companies just deciding to rush out their games, so they're like never QA tested anymore. So you end up with a whole lot of games that are just like... how do I put this? Buggy as fuck on the first day because they haven't released them to a wide enough people, and so there's like usually a whole bunch of games with all of these bugs. And
I should be cautious around here.
yes, thank you. After I murdered everyone, I should be real cautious around this graveyard filled with dead bodies. What the fuck was that? Anyway, so yeah, they spend a whole lot of time doing day one patches, which are basically just what happens when they don't feel like QA testing their game. And that sounds like a dick move, it is because it is. So usually I wait like a week until they work out like, oh, by the way, we forgot that this area has a whole bunch of clipping in it, and players are clipping through the floor and other crazy bullshit. So, I don't know if that's true with this game. It's usually true with most games these days, especially open world games, so I'm wary, although I'm super interested to play this game pretty soon, because it takes place during, I think, the Trojan War, which is a real interesting period, and it's based more around, like, fantasy rather than strict historical accuracy, which to me makes perfect sense, because this is a game with aliens and magical relics and all kinds of other things, and I'm not too interested in listening to a whole bunch of people drone on about super historically accurate most of the time. Yeah, what you said. Alright, there's that. Alright, well, let's get this guy. I would say that, like, don't get me wrong, I like some historical accuracy, but I'm totally okay with the fuck happened over here? How did you set your boat on fire? Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna walk away from that. But I mean, in a game where you have people wielding magical swords and shit, you know what? Just the Trojan War makes sense. You might as well just play it up, you know? Make the game Stark Achilles for all I care. That'd be kind of fun. Your boat is on fire. How did this happen? What did you do to get to this situation? But I think there's like trireme combat in the new game, which I'm super excited about, because trireme combat is interesting. Greetings, friend.
Stay there.
Stay where? I'm in a boat. Also, you're on fire. Oops. Oh, hey, there's a lion on the boat. Oh, God, everything's... Okay, that's on fire. There's a lion on the boat. Yeah, you go... Oh, shit. Sorry, lion. Meant to shoot him. Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop shooting me in the face. There we go. Pretty sure that's a thing that catches the boat on fire. I could actually hit it because I'm a terrible marksman. Or not. Okay. There we go. Yeah. You could jump in the water, guys. You don't have to stand there on the boat patting yourself down in unison like backup dancers. Somehow they lived through that and didn't take any damage. And the boat's on fire again. And the water's on fire. That's interesting. Oh. Whoops. I had nothing to do with any of that. It was not my fault. Wasn't me. Everything is on fire. Why is everything on fire? Things seem to catch on fire a whole lot when I'm around. Yeah, what was I talking about? Okay. Yes, hello, Mr. Lion. I'm sure you won't be endangered at any time. But right now, you're not even real. You're technically just a digital approximation of what a lion was probably like, so I don't have to feel bad. Okay. Where the fuck were we? Should probably go over here and then back around. That'd probably be the best idea. As opposed to going over here and then going this way, because I'm already here. Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. Small problem, though. I don't have a boat. I mean, I have this boat, but I can't sail this boat, and I'm pretty sure... Oh, the boat... I thought this boat actually got destroyed. I thought I accidentally got it run over, so... Yes, trireme combat's pretty awesome. Other than the fact it basically just involves a whole lot of people ramming into each other. It has a sail, but the sail's not whole real useful on triremes, which are big and heavy and not very useful in most situations. Also tip over very easily. No, get off the boat. There we go. Oh good, another one of these. Okay, let's try to be a little stealthier this time. I mean, I'm probably not going to be, but... There you go. I was like, I didn't mean to set something on fire, but it looks like I did. Pay no attention to me, pay attention to the lion, which may or may not eat you. Come to scenic ancient Egypt. Everything wants you dead. Alright. I do not think I have a shot. Maybe I do. Bullseye. Alright. I love how they're on alert. How'd the lion get out? Maybe we should worry about that. Alright. Can't really hit you from there. Okay. That was a lot easier than I expected it to be. So because I haven't gotten really far in the story yet, I don't actually kill people when I take them down. Despite the fact that I've probably murdered hundreds of people at this point. But because I haven't actually gotten to the point of the story yet where I've been told, oh, by the way, you're supposed to kill all of these people because they're bad. There's a whole lot of me not killing people. But it doesn't really count you anyway, so... It doesn't really count against you, so... Okay. I will say the one thing I really like about this game is the fact that there's so much stuff that can catch on fire. I don't know why they programmed so much stuff to catch on fire in this game, but it's kind of nice. There's just something really funny about the fact that I can just set things on fire for no apparent reason. Okay, I know you live in, like, I think you live on Western time? I think you're, like, you're all the way on the West Coast, and I'm on the East Coast, so my time, it's, like, almost 3 in the morning. So I'm assuming it's something like either midnight or 11. Either way, children should be going to bed before then, probably. Don't be like me, kids. Okay. Alright, we got a swamp, and some water, and some more swamp and islands, and some more water. Good synchronization there, game. And I 3 broken ribs. Yay! Where was I? Okay, apparently there's something out here. I'm thinking this is probably another boat. Because that was not there a second ago, so that probably means it's a boat. Which I'm gonna have to go chase down, but first... Yeah, that's a boat. Okay. Oh, good. Okay, how do we want to do this?
This place is heavily guarded.
I mean, I guess it is. I guess it's heavily guarded. It's got like 5 guards walking around. I suppose that counts as heavily guarded. Okay, maybe the boat is heavily guarded, but this isn't really. Can I kill you in one shot? I can. Will you notice? Probably not. I love this mechanic. I'm really sad that it only relates to like one kind of bows, because it's literally my favorite mechanic in the game, probably. Okay. Love how stomping on them doesn't wake up their neighbor. They're not even dead, they're just kind of like, oh god. Oh shit. I meant to hit you with it, oh god. This totally was not my fault. I don't know what happened here, but it wasn't my fault. Oh, shit. Oh, hello. Where did you come from, and why are you slightly dead? Where the fuck did you come from? Alright, where was I? But yeah, children should be asleep like hours and hours and hours ago. Before I'm up doing anything, probably. Okay, we need to get on that boat. There's a guy killed. Okay, alright, that's arrows. Do I need arrows? I don't. But I would like to get a leverage point. Okay. Okay, killing you is probably the first step. Although I can't kill you in one shot, so maybe not. Kill you in one shot? I can. Oh yeah, hey, I think one of our guys is dead. Okay. So that's just him. Can't actually see if that's gonna... Oh, I missed. I couldn't actually see if I had a clear shot there, if it was just lying to me. If I hadn't moved it, I would have been fine. Don't raise your shield or anything. Oh. Whoops. It's like the one downside to making it so that all of the, like there's an upgrade you get where all of the corpses that you shoot in, that you kill with the bow turn into poison. The only problem with that is that it creates this smoke cloud, which does sort of bother enemies, but it doesn't get rid of the bodies. What was this? What was I trying to get? There was something I was supposed to get. Not that. No, not that. That's cool, but not what it is. Not that. Not that. That's super power that I should have gotten already. Yeah, I was supposed to get this. So I should probably wait another. When do I plan to do the main story? I'm not sure. I always get distracted by everything. I keep meaning to go and do it. I've done like all of the side quests. I just keep forgetting to go do the main story. I should probably just go do it. See, I didn't intend to do this. I only intended to, what I intended to do was do the main story, or do this, like, all the side stuff as I encountered things. But the problem was is that very early on, the storyline sort of makes it so that you go lots of places. Like, it sends you into multiple areas early on. And so I kept encountering more areas, and so at some point I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it all in advance. Except then I've done, like, most of the map. Hey, this isn't a boat, but there is one out there. I will say this, the underwater sections are not that bad. Comparatively what they could have been, considering most underwater sections are absolute garbage. What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to complete this area, and then once I do that, I'll probably actually do the main story. Or at least get some of it done. Because I need to go back. I'm going to need to go over here anyway, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a shop over here. There are also quests over here. Alright. Also a bunch of side quests. Wait, where's my boat? Come back, boat. Alright. Alright. I think a lot of the part of the problem, I think one of the only major problems this game has is that it's way too in love with its setting. If that makes sense. Like, there's all these moments where you're looking around and going, you know, this looks super cinematic, and I think Delta of the Nile, yeah, this is over here. So here's Alexandria, which is one of the earliest levels of the game, areas of the game, and super small comparatively, what I would assume. You got Giza down here where you wander around the pyramids. You got Memphis right here. You go all the way down here. There's DLC that sends you to, I think, Israel, actually. If I remember correctly. I mean, the setting is super beautiful, but at the same time, I think there's a lot of moments where I'm like, Everything is a little too spread out, guys. There's a lot of areas in this game where I wandered around and went, there's really no reason for me to have stuff to be doing here. Yeah, it's all of Egypt. I think they've shrunk it down quite a bit, but given the fact that the first game, like, 12 years ago, oh god. I think the first game, like, 12 years ago, was just 3 major cities in the Middle East, and the smallest, area in the Middle East. But yeah, so all of Egypt. If you ever want to wander around all of Egypt, this is the game for you. I haven't wandered around most of Egypt in this game, I can say. There's a lot of Egypt. I don't think I'm supposed to actually do anything here yet, because this is a storyline thing. Playing the second on and off. AC2 is a fun game. I will absolutely admit that AC2 is a good game. AC Brotherhood, I think, is the next one. Yeah, Brotherhood is the one after that, and that's also pretty good. Revelations is not my favorite, just because the story sort of, like, starts and then ends. Like, it just ends abruptly. It sort of has... Assassin's Creed 3 isn't very good, because the main character is an idiot through most of it. He's supposed to be like an everyman or like discovering things, but he comes off as... There's a rule of writing stories that you don't want to write a better protagonist in your story than your main protagonist, because your readers are going to be, or your audience is going to be like, well, why aren't they the protagonist? Not to play 3. It's not that 3 is a bad game mechanically, or it's not a bad game, a lot of things. Assassin's Creed 3 has a lot of our main protagonist is an idiot, and you introduce a better protagonist before you meet your actual protagonist. Does that make sense? Yep, this was definitely worthwhile. Good side quest, guys. Do I do all of this now, or do I just go over here? I'm gonna grab this, and then I'm gonna go do all of this, and then fast travel back, I think. You're back? Oh. Did I drop frames? Whoa. Apparently I dropped some frames. Am I dropping frames? Frames. Frames, come back. Frames. Why are you dropping my frames? Frames. If I could do the solid snake joke here, I probably would. Frames. Okay, am I still alive? Am I still online? It says I am, but I'm not dropping too many frames. Although, I've dropped like 3,000 frames in the last like 2 minutes, so... Which is weird, because it's not like I'm not streaming at a super high bit rate, and... The circle thing? Oh, it usually means I'm dropping frames. It usually means that I'm having issues, and I'm dropping a ton of frames. I don't know why. I don't know, it's telling me that I'm dropping frames. That's why I'm worried about it. Because the OBS is being like, you're dropping frames, and I'm... Oh wait, I have 3 ability points. Never mind. There we go. Okay, that's gotten. So we're sort of hoping my internet's gonna like stop. I'm not sure why, because I have like a super high bit rate. Like, I have super good internet, so I don't know why I'm dropping frames right now. Okay. Thanks, Malwarebytes. I didn't need you there. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to, really quickly, let me look at something. I'm going to switch... Actually, wait, are we back? I stopped dropping frames. I think we've stopped dropping frames. Okay. Never mind. I was gonna switch servers there, but it looks like we stopped dropping frames, so... Okay, now I can go back to doing whatever it was I was doing before.
Whoa.
Thanks, Camel. I love how the camel, just as soon as it encounters water, anything deeper than, like, its chest, it just immediately throws you off. Like, yeah, I was gonna keep carrying you, but, that water's, you know, more than a foot deep. I can't get into that. I might get wet. Thanks, camel. Anyway. Again, they spent so much time in this game finding things that catch on fire. If we could find the things that actually catch on fire, that'd be nice. Does this catch on fire? I know it should catch on fire. Why are you not burning? Damn it. Fine. That'll catch on fire. Yeah, fuck your business. Look at all this flammable stuff all over the place. Maybe you shouldn't put all your fire in bright red jars. Why did these not catch on fire? Those caught on fire. Oh god. Wait, how did you die? Wasn't me. See, I can even light torches for no apparent reason. I'm not sure why that's an interaction, but it is. I spent way too much time in this game trying to figure out what can burn and what won't. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Wasn't me, I swear to God, it wasn't me. Circle thingy? Am I dropping more frames? Come back, frames. Come back. Frames. I don't think I'm dropping any more frames. Am I still here? Am I still alive? Or is the fact that I'm trying to put fire on screen burning everything? Probably not good for my FPO. Circle thingy a lot? Alright, give me a sec. Because I kill my bit rate. Clearly they needed to make all of this flammable for no goddamn reason. Still doing the circle-y thing? It doesn't look like I'm dropping any frames. Oh, that's flammable. Don't think I'm dropping any more frames yet. I say yet, but... I'll totally just I'll totally switch servers if it keeps starting, because my internet's not fucked up yet. Which is good. So at present my internet's not fucked, so... I'm not dropping frames. At least not right now. So hopefully I'm not still doing the circle thing. Because on my end it doesn't look like I'm dropping anything. I could do quests. Or I could go check out the blacksmith really quickly. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Am I still here? Am I still alive? Oh. Again, I'm way too fascinated by the fact that they made like half the stuff in this game able to be burned. I don't know why. I don't know why all this stuff in the game is able to be caught on fire. But it can be. And the fire spreads, no doubt. Okay, that was a stutter on my end. I don't know why I was stuttering. Worry not, citizens. Actually, why am I running? What? Hello, untextured camel. I think I just glitched that out. I don't think that's supposed to happen. There we are. Well, that's weird. Okay. I didn't expect to glitch the camel out. Alright.
Whoa.
I have to sell you a bunch of useless weapons I have.
Welcome. Can I help you?
Do I have to refill anything?
A bargain.
I don't remember what I actually need to get rid of. Aside from, like, everything.
Sold.
Oh god.
Alright.
I usually keep the purple ones just cause.
Oh! Alright.
Yeah, purple and gold ones I usually keep because they're rare.
Sold.
Usually no reason to get rid of them.
Alright.
Am I still doing the circle thing, or are we back? 'Cause I haven't dropped any more frames.
Sold.
Okay, that's all the terrible weapons I have. I really shouldn't be upgrading this one anymore. I need to upgrade my bow is what I need to do. Actually I've already upgraded that one, never mind. I need to upgrade this one. Let's upgrade that. It's probably me, I feel like I'm 5 minutes behind probably what we're doing right now. Refresh the stream then. And see if it still does that.
Goodbye.
See if it's still if you're still behind after you refresh.
High position, get
That would be my suggestion. Gotta ask, do these burn? It's like the will it blend guys. Will it burn? Apparently bushes do not burn. Damn it. Why would you put all these bushes, carefully manicured, in the game if they weren't going to catch on fire? What a ripoff. 0 out of 10. Terrible game. Bushes didn't burn. Oh, hello. Crocodiles. Or are you alligators? I don't really know. Burn all of the things. Okay. As far as I know, these are not endangered, so I don't have to feel bad. Stop. Okay. Looks like they ate a guy. Alright, well that was... bad crocodiles. How dare you eat a person? You clearly should not have been hanging around crocodiles. Okay. Oh my god, it just keeps getting... every time I look around, it just keeps getting more question marks all over the goddamn place. Alright, so that's over there. So I'm gonna hope I don't drop any more frames tonight. So I've already been streaming for an hour, amazingly enough. I didn't expect to be streaming tonight, but stuck on a frame? Is my audio coming through? Or is the video stuttering, or is it just the audio? Or, that's not what I meant to say. Is the video stuttering, you get audio, or do you not get audio at all? That's pretty much what it's usually the problem. It's one of the two. I don't think it's on my end, because everything seems mostly normal on my end. Yeah, I'm glad the circling stopped. It could just be your internet. It's usually what happens to me when it's the internet. What's this? Okay, this might have been a death call. That's, pressing. Hello, giant crocodile. Oh, hello. What? Hyenas? Okay. Suddenly hyenas. What? There you are. Okay. Okay. Why are there hyenas all of a sudden? Didn't know hyenas were even native to this area. Okay. Whoop. Okay, that was on my end. I don't know why that happened. That's never happened before. Usually doesn't stutter like that on my end. That was weird. Bizarre. I don't know why that happened. Usually it doesn't have any running problems. So my CPU is only running at like 1/3%. Okay, yeah, I was talking about that a little while ago. So I can figure out what I was doing. What we got? Oh good, a fast travel place. That's nice. That's nice. Okay. Goddamn, more crocodiles. Audio's coming through just fine, so just the video then. That's weird. But okay, I'm getting weird stuttering. That's bizarre. Not sure why this area in particular is doing that, because I'm only running a CPU at like... The CPU is only running like 10%, so I don't know why it's causing me issues. Okay. Okay. Let's start with the first one. Audio's coming through? Well, that's good. I'm glad the audio is working. Okay, that's that. So I could probably take the other two chests. I'm not sure why this area in particular is causing me stuttering issues. I'll probably check see what my CPU is doing. There we go. Okay, that's one. And let's get this one. Yeah. You come back, still problems with your internet? Here's an easy way to check that. Ooh, that's good. Here's an easy way to check to see if it's in your internet. Go into... like, on the side of the player, there's a settings option. Go into quality and see what, and try one of the lower and see if it goes up. If it goes up, that means that, internet's not what I'm talking about. Yeah, if your stream quality increases, that means it's your internet. Because I'm not dropping any more frames. So my internet's fine, other than the game being weird. I've seen more glitches tonight playing this on stream than I have in like 50 hours of playing this game. Whoa. So you should mostly be okay. I'm streaming at like 2200 bitrate because there's really no reason to stream higher than that for me. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't understand people that stream at like 6000 bitrate because nobody's internet can do that. Well, that's not true. Lots of internets can do that, but there's really no reason to do that. I don't think most people, like, watch streams on, like, a 4K television. So there's really no, like, reason to stream at, like, a bitrate that's that high.
Shouldn't be seen in this area.
Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, hi, guys.
You're finished.
Pay no attention to the man who just climbed up over the walls. And probably just broke both of his legs. Still a second lane? These just messed up? It's weird. I intended that to be stealthy. That's not what happened. How do they even know I'm over here? They shouldn't know I'm over here. I think under one of the,
I have it shot!
pay no attention to the fact I just killed your friend. Hi, Mr. Crocodile. You stay there. Apparently all it took to get all of them to abandon their posts was to just walk up in front of them. Wait, what? Oh, hello. Ow, fuck off. Okay. Oh, look, circle. Oh, I'm sorry. I think it's your internet. I don't know what's your internet like? What's your internet speed when you go to, like, speed test? Like, if you were gonna speed test your internet, what's your download speed? That would be my first question. Is there stuff down here? No, I want to get in the water, yeah. You loot, you are loot. Well, I can't turn down loot. Okay, that's where I came out earlier. Audio over any video anyway? Well, I guess that makes sense. It's kind of hard to watch a stream though if you don't have video, but still. Still. Like, you should probably speed test your internet, which will tell you if you're having issues. It's usually what tells me if I'm having major issues. So, if what I can tell, this was how it was supposed to come in, and not, like, just bum rushing them, but... Where the fuck do I get all of that loot? It's, like, down there. Damn it, game, do not deny me loot. Also, I should be able to swim through that. There's no reason you shouldn't be able to swim through that. Maybe I have to go inside? Okay, it's right there. Oh, near the water. So it's literally right in front of me. You have to go inside the thing? Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, handy dandy ladder.
Hang on.
Oh, hello. Ow. Ow, ow. I don't know how you threw that. That was not how you throw a javelin. I've only thrown a javelin like once in my life, and I can guarantee you that's not how you're supposed to throw one. Alright, claim all the loot. Figure out how to get down to get all the other loot. It's all down there. How do I even get there? Damn it, game, reveal your secrets.
Hey,
Hi.
hold on.
Circling more at the 800 by 600? Don't know why. I don't know why I would be doing that. I'm not dropping any frames. It's clearly your internet. Like I said, you should probably be speed testing. Just to figure out if you're getting what you paid for, basically. Okay. I don't remember what else I was supposed to be doing here. up, Sobek? Fuck am I... Into the nasty green water. Can I not go down? Okay, I can go down. Okay. Terrible stream viewer? There's no such thing as being a terrible stream viewer unless you're like actively hostile to the streamers. You're usually not, no such thing that I know of. I mean, you're probably putting like twice as much effort as I usually do into watching most streams, and I watch a lot of streams. But usually when I watch streams, I just don't do anything. I'm usually doing like 8 other things. So the fact that I'm actually like... I can't believe it is there. I can't see it, but I believe it's there. That's faith for you. Okay, so I'm actually missing... I don't know what the fuck is up with this area. Okay. Okay, so it's there. Ow. Good to see broken legs are not a problem in this universe. Okay, so... Ah, here it is. Okay. I need to sneeze. Okay, I'm back. For a second I panicked because I forgot what my mic muting button was, and I was super afraid that I was going to sneeze into my mic and like blow somebody's ears out. I worry too much about stuff like that. Okay, there's some loot. What's down here? More loot! You shouldn't have, game. Oh, so this was how you're supposed to get into the place, as opposed to what I did, which was, your download is 79 megabytes? Oh god, you have really fast internet. Yeah, you should be having no problems. And I haven't dropped any frames, so... Okay, well... Alright, we're not going down there, so... Cleared all that out. We're almost done with this area. So, let's go back here. Let's pick up that quest, and then... Once we're done this, we can go back to the main story, finally. Anyway, you have really fast internet. There's no reason you should be having issues. I think the only reason you'd be having issues, if it's not your internet, is your connectivity. So... $1 million question. Are you on wireless internet or are you on wired internet? Most people are on wireless, but... You might need to reset your router, possibly. Or maybe your modem, too, if they're combos. Speaking of awful combos, that's something I hate about routers and modems today. Because when I was growing up, a router and a modem were two different things. And it was kind of nice, because usually the problem was the modem, not the router, but if it was the router, you could, isolate the problem. These days, all the modems and routers are one thing, and you can't figure out which the problem is, because if there's a problem with one, you can't fix both of them. What is this? Military Gansman, no, we're back. He's dead. I'm not going to do that quest right now, but, But yeah, I super hate, I hate the fact that modems and routers are both one thing these days. Why is there a random lion running around mauling people? I'm just gonna walk away from that. I'm just gonna I was gonna go about my business and let the lion maul the Romans. Alright, now to climb up a sheer wall. No, it's one of these places which I haven't solved yet because I'm shitty at like riddles and stuff. Okay, I totally misjudged that jump. I was like, oh, that's only like 2 feet. No, it's like 12 feet. Alright, if I jump down from here, it won't kill me, right? I mean, it'll probably kill me. That's cool. I'm not gonna do those puzzles anytime soon, but I see you keep collecting them. Alright, one of these. If I could actually hit the thing that's not moving. Cool. Ptolemy statue's dead. Why are there 3 weavers here? Oh, fuck. Okay, so just that and this. And then we're done, and we can go back to doing what I was doing. We can go back to doing other things. Most stream viewers are not active stream viewers, I found. Most stream viewers are passive, which is fine. But like, 1% of stream viewers chat, usually, so... It's nice to have somebody to talk to, because it makes it easier to talk. Easier to watch, but it's hard to watch. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with your internet. Oh, hello, Romans. Pay no attention to me. Pay no attention to the, Pay no attention to the angry Egyptian man stabbing you in the face. Okay, this is something that has bugged me since the original Assassin's Creed. Why all of the guards are just as capable at, like, climbing walls and shit as you are. That's always bugged me. I've always been bugged by the fact that... Oh god, I set everything on fire. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to set everything on fire. I mean, normally I would, but this time I didn't. Okay, why...
To run down.
Okay. Okay. So I just leave this place, and then we're done, and we can go back to doing the stories and everything else. But yeah, it's super hard normally to like, it's easier to stream when there's people to talk to because that makes it easier to come up with things to say, especially if you're like me and you're not exactly a if you're not a font of, what's the word I'm thinking of? Charisma, I guess? It's very hard to be charismatic for long periods of time when you're not, talking to anybody. Why is this happening? This is like the 4th time it's happened, and it's never happened in the 50 hours I played the game, so... Quick look at, where is it? Come here, open hardware monitor. Wireless because laptop? Oh, well, you're sort of behind me. What? Why is my CPU running at 100? Oh, well, that's the problem. What the fuck is my CPU doing running at 100%? There's zero reason my CPU should be running that fast. So we have like 8 cores. There should be no reason it should be running that quickly. That would explain the stuttering. Considering my GPU is only running at like 30%. What the fuck? How the fuck is my GPU only running at 30% and my CPU is running at 100%? Why, that should be the opposite. Especially when my memory is only running at like 20%. What the fuck? You are like 5 minutes behind me, I think, at this point. One second. I can figure out why my GPU is running at like... I can figure out why my GPU is running at, or my CPU is running so fast. It shouldn't be. There's no reason my CPU should be running at that speed. Okay. See, nope. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to figure that out probably tomorrow. Most of the game doesn't work. It doesn't seem to affect, but I'm not sure why the I'm not sure why the CPU decided. I guess my GPU is taking the day off. I'm not sure because for reasons that are unknown to me, my GPU seems to have like taken the day off. Normally my GPU is the thing that handles all of the heavy load graphically, but for whatever reason it's decided to do fuck all. It's decided to do fuck all, and my CPU has instead decided that it wants to try to handle the busy load of literally everything. So basically I need to go and look to see if I need to get another CPU. If I can't figure out why this is doing this. Well, I didn't want to stab that one, but... yeah, we're just gonna ignore the fact that I just slaughtered a whole bunch of helpless animals, but, you know. Oh, calm down. It's just a lion. Okay, maybe it's like 5 lions. Never mind. Oh, come on. Be a chicken nugget with some dignity. I have a concern about your CPU? Yeah, I have a concern about my CPU. My CPU is...
I cannot free myself. After the crash, I hid in here to stay safe. But I would hate to die in here.
Sir, I hate to tell you, but those bars are like... A, this is a cage made of wood. B, these bars are like so far apart that you could probably either move through them yourself. Or at the very least, you could probably, with enough force, break through them. I'm not sure why you're tied up, because you said you entered here yourself. So that must have meant you entered the cage and then immediately tied yourself up. Hey, I'm letting you out, Mr. Lion. Okay, take that. So did you tie yourself up in here, or... okay, what's the difference between the CPU and the GPU? Okay, so... your CPU is what handles basically everything normal.
Capturing animals for gladiators to slaughter.
The amphitheater hunts.
In Cyrene, I once saw 100 lions killed to honor the gods.
Yeah, I'm sure those won't go extinct.
I will no longer risk my life to capture a beast, just so some politician can win over the voters' hearts.
Sounds wise.
I will seek my fortune in Heraklion. May the gods favor you.
Yeah, I'm just sure you can just wander away from your soldiering duties. I'm sure nothing bad's gonna happen there. What are you? Anyway, so the difference between a CPU and a GPU comes down to this. Your CPU handles most general things. It's your processor, basically. It just handles everything that needs processing power. Your GPU is your graphical processing unit. It's generally what you use, your graphics card. It generally handles all of the graphical issues and things like that. Generally speaking, what you want is to have a graphics card that can handle all of the heavy lifting so that your CPU doesn't run at 100%. So a lot of times what used to happen is a lot of old computers used to have what was I going with that? A lot of old computers used to have really, really powerful CPUs and really shitty GPUs, and generally all of the heavy lifting was done by your CPU. These days, all of your heavy lifting is usually done by your GPU, and your CPU is generally there to run everything else. The only problem is that because I'm streaming, my CPU is handling the streaming and encoding and all that fun stuff. But it shouldn't be running at like 100% because my stream CPU is... Oh, well that would explain it. Because the streaming's taking up like 20% of my CPU. So that would explain why it's at 100%. Which means I might need to look into getting like a second... I may have to look into getting a second CPU if I really want to upgrade my computer. Despite the fact the computer costs like $2,300, but that's because I spent a whole lot of money on a few other things. Anyway. This is the second time today I've had this weird glitch where the camel shows up without being rendered completely. Like, it's like so... the textures haven't actually come in. There it is. Like it only half came in. So yeah, it's one of the weird things about my I'm not sure why my CPU is well, actually I know why my CPU is doing what it's doing. What I don't know is
I wrote this.
I wrote this. Hello, you made a meme. Random man on the street. But yeah, for whatever reason, I don't know why my CPU is suddenly, like, overtaxed. Because it's usually never overtaxed. This is, like, the first time it's been overtaxed in about a year of having it, so... I'll have to look into at some point, maybe investing in a larger CPU. So I already have a 1080 graphical processor, so it's very unlikely that it's going to actually, like, be overtaxed, but... I assume there'd be like an open window up here. Maybe an open door? No sane person does this. No. Damn it. Can we catch this on fire? We can. Will it burn? Yes. Yes, it will. Ow. Okay, does this thing have a front door, maybe? I'm used to not entering buildings from the front door.
All writings are to be copied by
I
the
find
great
Aya among all
library.
these endless scrolls.
I mean, it can't be that hard to find a woman among the books. It's not like the scrolls are covering up what she looks like. Recruited by Osiris. Alright. Why is the room yellow? Hey, it's... Hades? Why does Hades have a statue in the Great Library?
Alright. Serapis. Now what? Where is Aya?
Why am I talking out loud?
Ah, Serapis. I wrote a tragic comic pastoral epic centered on him.
What the fuck does that mean?
You're by, I guess. Aya's eager to see you.
Why are we whispering? Because we can be heard, because everything echoes.
Quickly, follow me.
Even while whispering, it echoes around the entire room.
I am sorry, my good fellow. You appear to be drunk.
I am.
This library is for serious scholars only. She is in hiding.
Who are you?
Ah, interested in Homeric verse, eh? This way, please. I am Aya's cousin, Phanos.
Ah, yes, Phanos. Nice to meet you in person. Tell me what is happening with Aya. Why are you being so discreet?
Gennadius sent his men on a house-to-house search. Often they drag people into the street and torture them for information. Typical of the system we live under.
Yeah, down with the
Gennadius.
system.
A monster. The Philokitai of Alexandria. He is ravaging the city to find her.
And where is she now?
I have a very powerful friend, Apollodorus. No doubt you have heard of him.
I have not.
I think I stabbed him.
In any case, he made a hiding place available to Aya after she ran into trouble.
Yeah, but what happened? You do not answer me.
It is a mess of political intrigue. She will explain all, fear not.
Heaven forbid you explain things now. Why are we running around? Where are you? Couldn't just tell me where to go?
There's Vanos.
The great
thinks
gods
he's a
favor our
poet.
land and bring
The
blessings
modern
to us.
Sophocles. You must hear his epic poem. Oh.
This is as far as I go. The way to Aya is found in the monument ahead.
Okay. So you mean this thing? I gotta love the fact that his plan of being stealthy involves him loudly yelling to the place, "Hi, I'm an assassin." Hi, we are looking for the fugitive. Nothing like jumping deep into a place that you have no idea if you're gonna die jumping into, but oh well. We're like the least stealthy assassin on the planet, and the assassins haven't even been founded yet, so you know. Normal, everyday good stuff. Ooh. Near the Apollodorus. I feel like I stabbed Apollodorus at some point. That name sounds familiar. Did I stab him? No. I feel like Apollodorus is the name of somebody I've stabbed already. Oh god.
I missed you.
Never again should we spend months apart. We only have each other. Without him, what?
Let us be together.
Okay.
Us two.
Romantic
Each to
tip.
each.
Don't mention your dead son. Dead son does not make good makeout.
I have news.
You are scarred by justice.
What?
I bludgeoned Medunamun with this.
I hate that we have to do these things. But I am grateful that you did.
I mean,
If I am honest, I took pleasure in it.
so did I. That's part of the game. We fucking now?
I've missed your touch.
I have missed touching you. I killed as well. Actaeon. I hunted him down and discovered a mask in his room. When he returned, I forced him to wear it. Then I thrust this knife through his eye slits.
Kinky.
Aya.
What? What are you so offended
But
about?
I was careless. Another of the masked ones tracked me to my home. It was even more difficult.
Why aren't we playing as her?
Then, we will be done.
No, we won't, because we're only 10% through this game. Why aren't we playing as her? She seems to get it. I'm not sure what his
Look at
big
this.
issue is.
I took it from Actaeon. Apollodorus tells me it is a papyrus from the Royal Council, which means the snake is in Ptolemy's court.
How does this Apollodorus know these things?
He has informants everywhere, because of his work with Cleopatra.
Okay, maybe I didn't stab him.
Cleopatra. She's been declared a criminal.
By her treacherous brother, yes. She plans to take back the throne. She wants the snake dead as much as we do. And she trusts me. She gave me this to slit his throat. It's an ancient blade that killed the tyrant Xerxes. A weapon of justice.
Ingenious. Ah. I will go to the palace and discover who uses the seal of the snake. And I will use this.
Okay, so let me get this
Found
straight.
plenty of information in the royal scribe's office. He spends his time at the bathhouse. Go search the palace while he's away.
And you?
I cannot leave here as long as Gennadios walks the streets. He is determined to kill me.
In addition to the snake, I will see what I can learn of this Gennadios and silence him.
Okay, so let me get this straight. I've played this game for like 50 hours, and I've explored like 90% of the map. Well, maybe not 90%. There's a whole lot of desert I haven't wandered through. Basically everything up to like level 30. And all I had to do was do this, like, one quest line. It's a level 10 quest to get the blade. So basically that's all I had to do to get the blade. That's all I needed to do, was to get the blade. Was apparently just do this one quest. I mean, I have way too much of everything. Like how the Hidden Blade changes in design, but I'm not going to get to use any of the designs because I've already basically, like, upgraded everything. Okay, so I need more of those things, which are the things that it keeps restricting you, so you can't, it restricts you with how much of those you get, because I'm pretty sure those are found in temples and stuff, and you have to do those,
Discover who the snake is and show him the face of death.
What the fuck am I not?
Both the snake and Gennadios.
What the fuck are we playing as Aya? Aya seems to get the whole stab people until... like, this is a very simple story. It's a very simple murder-revenge story. Like, there's very little, like... I mean, yeah, it involves aliens, magical artifacts, and other things, but it's a very simple murder-revenge story. They murdered our son, so we're going to murder them. I'm not sure why Bayek is so confused about this, murdering part. Especially considering I've stabbed many, many people in this game already.
Alexandrians! We must stand against the sickness that spreads in silence.
Who the fuck are you yelling at?
This Gennadios. He seeks to stifle the Alexandrian poets. He knows not what kind of enemy we are. They may jail me, but I will not sell my blood to the death merchants of this regime.
I'm worried about Fanos. Did you see his latest play? It was very dark.
Who are you yelling at?
They have other passions.
Bayek! Finally, someone who appreciates my genius. My play has been confiscated.
You are attracting trouble.
Worse yet, they jailed my actors. All among the finest poets of Alexandria. They say if I attempt to put on the play, I will be put to death.
Be careful, Fanos. You are frail and brittle. You stick to writing, and I will help you find your play and actors.
You're right. You are weak and pathetic. Let me do all the hard work. Apparently that's a level 20 quest. Okay. I mean... Oh, she apparently murdered them. Okay. Aya's first kill. Again, why aren't we playing as Aya? He died a horrible death while wearing the mask. Okay. He died a horrible death. Yeah. Alright, so let's go and deal with side mission first. Anyway, this is a very simple, straightforward murder story. This is not like... This happens a lot in games where, like, your main character's main way of handling problems is stab it until it stops moving. But then, like, your main character in all the cutscenes walks around going, like, you know, murder's bad, he says after solving all of his problems with stabbing them. This was a thing in Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, the first Red Dead Redemption had this problem of going around and solving all your problems via murder, and then having your main character complain that murder is being used. Despite the fact he shows no hesitation in brutally murdering everybody he comes across. A similar problem in most Assassin's Creed games, actually. Where, like, you're playing an assassin whose main job is murder, and yet they constantly seem somewhat, uncomfortable with the idea that they are murderers. That's just what they do. I'm not sure if that happened in, the Shadow of Mordor, in Shadow of War games. I don't remember. Mostly because we're stabbing orcs, and there's very little moral ambiguity with orcs, who spend most of their time, talking about how they want to eat you. Eat and or brutally kill you. Okay, so he's over there. So yeah, I don't remember if there was a whole lot of, Italian complaining about murdering people, because he seemed pretty okay with it. This dude just hanging out? Fortunately, I'm 30 level, like 10, 20 levels higher than you, so... Hello.
Why have you dragged me into the land of the dead?
Because I have magic
To
now.
kill my wife.
Your whore of a wife is a murderess.
Hey, no need to slut shame.
Willfully and wantonly. I did my duty as a Phylakitai, and for this you have taken my life.
Yeah, I'm kind of a
Your
dick.
vengeance above all law, Medjay. Be warned. The Phylakis will hunt you down and exact revenge.
You're talkative for a man I stabbed in the
Walk
throat.
beside you. The Lord of the Duat awaits.
So one thing I don't understand about most of those scenes is I have no idea if those take place in the underworld, or if those are hallucinations, or what. 'Cause he's very much dead. But guys are after you. They were powerful bounty hunters and will attack on sight. Oh. Oh, hello. Here's the problem. You're level 11. And I'm like level 35. God damn it, game. Apparently there's a bounty system in this game, which I didn't figure out for like 50 hours because I was too busy doing everything else. Alright, that worked. That's the main quest. Yeah, let's do the side quest where we... Apparently it's right over here. Alright. Again, Bayaku walks around going, I don't know if I should murder people, just murdered 5 people. Or maybe it was 6, I wasn't really paying attention.
Stay there.
Quiet, I have stabbing to do.
That's it. Die. Hey.
You're like level 9, so I don't really care if I stab you in the face. Hey, you.
You can't live. Won't escape that way, God
Rip you to shreds. Die.
Come back here. Okay. That's a thing that happened. Can I light the brazier myself? Yeah, I can set a trap, but can I light it myself? But... damn it. God damn it. Oh, not you. I said, oh, did I shoot with an arrow? Oh, shit. The fuck did I trap it with to cause it to explode? Still pretty awesome, but...
Can't even look an actor in the face.
What? Hey!
Got you! I'll authorize you in poetry. Get me out of this.
That's great. I have looting to do first. Okay. Where was I going with this? Is that a guard? Apparently now that I've gotten the blade, I just straight up murder everybody now. Before you get the blade, you spend all of your time, like, just knocking them out, but now that I have the blade, you just straight stabs them without, like, any hesitation. I don't mind stabbing people, but still. Assist rebels. Are there rebels in here? Okay, I should probably let all these people out.
Anyone have any food? Water? Anything?
Not sure why it's doing that.
To find help!
Yeah, be quiet.
I'll authorize you in poetry if you get me out of here.
No, I have to carry you.
This reminds me of my youth on stage. I was an excellent sack of grain in my premiere appearance.
I pray you, be quiet.
I'm rescuing you. You're rescuing me, I say loudly. So are we just saving one actor, or,
No! Do not leave me here! I need to get out of this place!
Quiet, I'm trying to save all these rebels. For some reason.
Faster, big man! We have a revolution to make happen!
Viva la revolution? I think it's a little early for revolution.
Hey! Careful there, big guy!
You will not escape!
Wait, what? Oh, just a guy up there. Oh. You mind if I just leave you? What do you can walk? Why was I carrying you?
But there are two more of us. They escaped. Gennadios Philakitai seek to kill them. They also took the play and headed toward the palace. If it lands in the wrong hands, Thanos will be in danger.
Do you know where the actors hide?
They're home, not far from here. Don't worry about
Why
me.
would
I'll
you
find
hide
my
at
way
home?
back to the
Where do you
theater.
think they would look first? Why would you do that? I need to escape. I need to escape from people who are trying to murder me. Clearly plan A should then be, go back home where they're totally going to find me.
I'm going to kill you for that!
How did you get back in your cages? I just let you out of your cages.
Got to get out of here! I have your guts, what's up?
And you're dead. How did you all end up in cages again? I literally just saved all of you. How did you end up back in cages?
Sensor has his work cut out for him.
Today's buds was especially needed.
Perhaps Thanos the Younger should follow Socrates' path. Thanos the Deader, huh?
Your jokes are terrible, and I'm going to murder you just because of that.
Think he almost performed this trick.
Die, die!
Again. What?
I can hit the dog!
Why are you shooting at me? It's just rebels. How much more assistance do they need? Hello. Loot? Loot? No loot. Sad face. Oh, ammo's full. Never mind. God damn it. The CPU is crying, I think, because for some reason it doesn't like when I stream. I think the encoding bothers it a whole lot. So we'll have to look into that. But everything else is running fine, so I don't know what the big deal is. And I just broke both my ankles. I gotta know. Does this catch on fire? Does not seem like it catches on fire. Oh god, a torch! Can we climb up this wall? I gotta know. Can we climb up the wall? There's no reason we should be able to... Oh, we can totally climb up the wall.
Where is that treasonous fool?
Greetings, heavily armed soldiers.
Now.
Sir, I believe he's an actor.
Die,
Yeah, remember that whole I don't know why Bayek complaining that he has to murder people thing? Yeah. Hi, are you actors? Okay, you're an
Time
actor.
to go, young poet. Wait. Isn't there supposed to be two of you?
Capanios? He fled and accidentally brought the gods to me. They hunt me like a dog. If you could deal with them, I can return to Thanos and our masterpiece will go on.
I mean, I've already murdered them all,
Be
but...
calm. We will be out of here quickly.
Of course. I will be as silent as...
Be still. I think I hear them.
You
How am I supposed to be
are
guiding you?
perfectly Thanos' type.
I have no idea what you speak of.
You are a perfect brooding hero. A grand story until the gods smack him down mightily for his temerity.
That is not helpful.
But such a tragedy this will be. All will be pushed to tears.
Thanos awaits you.
Now there is nothing that will stop us from exposing this regime. Thank you, friend. I'm sure Capanios will find us eventually. He always does. When the danger is past, of course.
Okay. Alright, back to what's his name. Hey, that looks like a Roman soldier. Totally don't like murder. Totally didn't mean to stab that man in the face. Yeah, my CPU is probably crying right now. We climb the wall? We can climb the wall. Okay. Oh god, I didn't mean... Ow. Okay, now we've got 2 broken legs. Good thing you heal very quickly in this game. This is why I could never be an assassin. If I tried to be an assassin, it would always result in me breaking every bone in my body every time I jumped off something I wasn't supposed to jump off of. Got any more quests for me?
You did it, Bayek. Thank you. I never doubted you. Aya is a lucky woman.
Yeah. I always spoke highly of your place.
She enjoyed my pro-Cleopatra work. My pharaoh lady. Now we can perform this play like true poets. The guards may kill us, but it is an artist's duty to see his vision fulfilled. I will write a play for you someday, Bayek. The last of the Magi. Oh, no.
Don't worry. We'll change the names of the main villain, Ptolemy, and the title. We won't die, and the play will go on.
So we're Jedi now, okay. Okay. So we did that. Alright, so we did that. What? Oh, we have to kill the snake, okay. Okay.
It is by our choice, not orders, that we defend our Pleiad and our city. Your censorship causes...
Can I fast travel over there? I cannot. Okay, never mind then. There you are, camel. They should probably name the camel or something. Should probably name the camel at some point. I mean, I can ride a horse, but I prefer the camel.
Whoa.
Stay down there until I find a way to get you up here.
You there! Stop!
Area is off limits.
Yeah, you there, stop. Okay, I'll stop your heart. That technically counts. Should have been more specific.
What?
Greetings. Murder's bad, okay. Shouldn't do it. It's bad to stab people. You know, I'm starting to see how assassins got away with things in the old days. If guards were like this lax, compared to like modern day with like cameras and other things you have to worry about. And the old days it was just like, the old days you just wandered around and stabbed people. You don't even technically have to kill these guys. What are we looking at? Save the rebel scum. Oh god. There's so much murder going on. I am very stealthy, I say as I stab like 12 people in the face and leave their bodies. Considering we have a higher body count than like any serial killer in history. Hello?
Shit! Bring him down!
Missed one. Okay. No, I want to go up. There we go. It's totally worth murdering that guy for 6 gold. There's so many guards. They're all really low level, so it's not really a huge deal. I mean, you can raise the alarm, it just means I get to kill all of you in advance. Ow. Oof. Oh god. Hello. Ow. As we know, murder is bad. And I have a problem with just murdering innocent people who haven't done anything wrong. How dare you look at me funny? Oh hey, look, a convenient window. What we got? Interact. Scroll of the Royal Scribe. We already knew that. We already knew this was the room of the Royal Scribe, that's why we're here.
Looks important.
Not that. Not that.
A ladder.
Yeah, that is a ladder. Oh. How conveniently broken. What's this? Why is the key up there?
Key.
I mean, I guess that's a good place to keep a key, but...
Official papers. This just belongs to the Royal Scribe himself, Eudoros.
Of course it does. It's his frickin' office. What would you think it would be?
False bottom.
Yeah, just make sure he knows you've been in there, guy.
A letter.
Esteemed Ibis, the Pharaoh remains compliant and is our puppet in all things. Act with caution in Siwa. The murder of the Heron was but the first. 2 from among us here in Alexandria have also been killed. However, the situation is under control. Gennadios is actively questioning the populace. We
well, he's dead too.
Efforts, Ibis. Long life.
Stamped with the seal of the snake.
Why would he have his own
Snake is
seal?
Eudoros, the Royal Scribe.
These guys are like the worst secret society ever.
I have said that the Royal Scribe is often at the bathhouse. I will kill that naked ear that Eudoros there.
Oh yeah, I forgot that the AI, when they find bodies, carries the bodies away and puts them other places. They're like ants. They pick up the bodies and carry them away.
Hey now!
Don't worry, I'm sure somebody will pick up your body too. I am a good person. Hello, guards.
Time has come. This way. Don't suffer for that.
Got stabbed through the hand. You should be fine. You should be utterly fine. I'm not sure what their big... What, more guards? Oh, hello. Hi.
Hey now.
Oh, look at all these guards. Ow. What's going on over there? We should clearly where all these other guys have failed, we will succeed.
Die, idiot. Hang on. The end has come.
Remember, kids, murder's bad. Oh, god damn it, game. Come on, CPU, don't let me down now. I know you're bleeding, but, you know. I still have 8 gigs of memory left. I have all this extra memory I don't need right now.
Hey, wait.
Hey, wait, what are you doing? Oh god, why are you all dead? Oh, wait. Everything's dead. Why is everything dead? Everything is dead. Oh god. Luckily, all the walls seem easily climbable. Shh, I'm an assassin. Also, I've been defeated by some bushes, but that's okay. Oh. I do like the fact that in this game they at least hear you when you stab somebody. In the past, every time you would stab somebody, like they wouldn't notice you. Oh, hello. Okay. Oh god. How many guards are in this place? I know it's the Royal Palace and everything, but seriously. I know it's the Royal Palace, but you think they'd be higher level. Okay. The fuck out of here. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Yep, this is totally what this game is about. Running around on walls. And other high things, but mostly walls. Oh god, my GPU is so bad, everyone stopped being rendered. Oh no, it's not my GPU, it's my CPU trying to render everything at once. Should probably look into that, see if I can put more of it on my CPU, or my GPU, which is not being used for some ungodly reason. I don't know why my GPU has decided to take the day off, but it's only doing like 30% of what it should be. Let me guess, cutscene time? It's cutscene time. It's probably cutscene time. Oh, good. I see we're at a porno. Ah, yes. Clearly this is... Why are we leaving footprints? We haven't entered the water yet, so why are we leaving wet footprints? Eh, whatever. Gee, let's see.
I hope I'll come here again. That beating alone is worth it. Skin affliction is an endless source of that expansive ceiling. Simply divine. What?
Look at those Romans.
Is everything to your liking, my lord? The water is a bit tepid. Such incompetence.
Why is... I don't know if I can sneak by you guys.
Stay there, you.
My lord, are you properly served? Why? See that my towels are ready.
Can I sneak by you? I don't know if I can sneak by you. Can I...
Halt! Can I do anything for
Why do you look
my
up?
lord?
Stop looking up.
Stop annoying me, if you please.
The guards here are vigilant.
Yes, they are. Never mind. Fuck stealth. Just run up and stab him. Or you could do that. You have a knife. Just stab him in the throat. He'll be dead instantly. Why are you trying to... This should not be this hard. You have a knife. Yeah, remember that? Why was that not your first plan? What was plan A, not... Oh, you cut off your own finger. Well, that's your own damn fault. That was Bayek's fault. I don't know what the... He did that to himself.
Die! And be done with it!
May the gods curse you. What cause have you to kill me?
It was you who murdered my son before my eyes!
You are a fool.
At the temple! In Siwa!
That forsaken shithole? I had nothing to do with that disaster.
It is too late for your lies. Anubis awaits. It is worth the loss to slay the snake at last.
I mean...
The snake... The snake will never die.
What the...
Son of Apep, the Lord of the Duat awaits.
Alright. I mean... the fact that you look... Hello. Hello, guards. Apparently all the guards just decided to not aggro on me. How do you know that? What are you all doing?
But he was so handsome.
Yeah, how... I'm just gonna punch everybody to death. Oh god. CPU, no. CPU just decided to take a shit on itself. I love the fact that you, like... You just fucking, I'm just gonna punch all the guards. We were beaten by an unarmed man. We were beaten with an unarmed man who just kicked all of our asses. That's why I play, That's why I play Assassin's Creed, to see a one man kill 5 people without any issue. You know, honestly, the more I think about it, I know they tried to make a terrible movie, and the comics of Assassin's Creed are absolute shit. What the f*** are you doing, man? You are not a medic. I wouldn't... What? Why? Anyway, totally deserve to lose that, Wait, we can just walk around in our underwear? Can we do that? What? Oh, you can change if you have hair or not. Okay. It's kind of interesting. We just wander around in a towel. We can just wander around in a towel. That's perfect. Perfect. I am best assassin. Oh good, another side quest. I like how the sword just kind of hangs in the air because it doesn't have anything to attach to. That's kind of funny. But again, the fact that we lost our ring finger is totally his fault.
Bayek!
Oh, not
It is
you.
finally time to celebrate with my muses.
God damn it.
Shouldn't you stay to oversee your actors?
We must find time to work on the next play. Bayek, you must come.
This celebration better rival my own events in Siwa.
What? Were we given a quest?
I remember the celebrations we would have in my house in the better years. Ah, memories.
They have become less so of late.
These Philakitai suffocate our celebrations. They know nothing of poets. They think they know truth.
You know it better.
Of course! Truth comes from chaos, not order.
Where are you running off to? What? Am I on a quest or something? Okay, yeah, the quest just didn't track. Okay. Did the quest glitch? Why are we stealthy? Where am I? I think it glitched. I don't think it's supposed to, I think he's broken. Okay, let's see if I can reset the quest, because I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to do that. I thought I could do that. Okay. Where the fuck is he? Okay. Is there a reason you're glitched?
Get out of my way!
I think he's supposed to get on the horse, but all right, we're gonna fast travel away and then come back and see if